Are you ready to turn heads? Luxury isn't just worn, it's experienced. Introducing a Layla Cara style and new up-and-coming designer collection where exclusive shoes and bags for men and women meets your feet. How about you take a handbag and wear it in style, where each piece is personally designed by Layla Carroll herself and handcrafted from the finest material in Italy. Leather, smooth like butter, bold, timeless, distinctly you. Step into true elegance and make your mark with a Layla Cara style where confidence meets craftsmanship. Visit a Layla Cara style and experience the luxury of art that you wear.
Oh, so as you have noticed throughout this entire course, I have been comfortable, I've been relaxed, and I told you that in the very beginning. I said I'm not going to be all proper and be like, yeah, and all improper etiquettes and stuff like that. No, because this is your life. No one needs someone to be stiff and uptight and uncomfortable. So that's why you see me comfortable and relaxed and giving you all the information that I'm giving you, but in a relaxed environment and all that. So week 12, day 2, that's today. We're going to talk about developing a long-term care plan, a long-term self-care plan. That's what I want to say. I already went over some self-care techniques for you, but we need to talk about ongoing, because self-care is something that should be every single day. Every day you wake up, you should be doing something to support your own well-being and your own emotions and your own physical health, okay? So developing a long-term self-care plan is crucial for maintaining a physical, emotional, and mental well-being over time. Here's a structured approach to creating and implementing a cohesive self-care plan. We're going to talk about, I'm trying to see how many is it of them. So I'm going to first give you some things you can do, and I'm going to give you some examples, okay? So first, we're going to talk about assessment and reflection. What is that, first of all? So what you're going to do, you're going to identify your needs. Reflect on what areas of your life require more attention and care. It could be your health. It could be like physical health. Let's say you want to lose some weight. Okay, that's something that requires more attention. Or it can be you being able to say no more than you say yes. That's another thing that might needs more attention on, okay? So consider physical health, emotional well-being, relationships, even your work-life balance and hobbies, etc. You want to continue to think of what you need. And a lot of people don't even know what they need. And because you don't know what you need, that makes it easier for someone else to come along and control you. Okay? So evaluate current practices. You want to evaluate what's going on with you right now. So assess your current self-care routine and habits. What are you doing right now? What do you do every day? What is something that you do on a daily basis? So what works well? That's what you want to ask. You want to see what is it that's working well for you? And then what needs improvement? What is it that you need to do more of? Like, for instance, for me, I would say I need to go to sleep earlier. That's something that I had talked to my husband about, because we're night owls. We stay up late. Sometimes we be up to 6 o'clock in the morning. You probably like, what? Yes, we would. We would be up to 6 o'clock in the morning watching movies, and sometimes we'll just be up talking, having random just general conversation because we just love to talk to each other. And it's so much that we talk about. And he's my best friend. So just like I would talk to my female best friend, I do the same thing with my husband. So we just be talking and going on, and well, you know, and I'm like, babe, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's gonna be daylight. We need to get some sleep. Or you know, we be watching our favorite little old time movie. We love movies from the '80s, and Rocky is one of our favorite. Well, we can watch a marathon of that and watch it over and over again. And then, of course, Shaft, the one with Samuel L. Jackson. I like part two. He like one, but I like two with the son. I thought that's the one that I really like, how the son is and stuff. And then that other guy, okie dokie. We do some silly stuff. That's all I'm trying to talk about. Anyways, so you want to find something that you might need some improvement on. Like I said, I need more improvement on going to sleep early. I would literally not get enough sleep knowing that I need more sleep. So you want to also set your goals. When you have set your goals, continue to assess them. Look at what might not be working or what you have lost interest in and say, you know, I really don't have any interest in this anymore. Change it. It's okay to take something off your vision board that you are not willing to do anymore, or you're not able to do. You might have a mishap that keeps you from being able to accomplish a goal that you once was able to, but something happened that caused you to not be able to do it anymore. It's okay. So just go ahead and be realistic about your achievements and your accomplishments. So ensure your goals are realistic and achievable whenever. So whatever with your current lifestyle, that's what I was trying to say. With your current lifestyle and your responsibilities, some things you might end up having a child, a new baby, and now things have changed. So it's okay to make these changes. So basically, time bound. You want to establish a timeline or a milestone that you can track your progress. Physical health. Exercise. We talked about that already. So get you some workout in. Find something that you enjoy doing. And healthy dieting. Find a nutrition. If you don't know what's healthy for you, a nutrition can help you come up with a meal plan. Or you could just Google some healthy things. If you're allergic to something, stay away from it, okay? And of course, you have your regular checkups. Go to the doctor and get your health exam. All right? Find out what's going on with you. When you go to the doctor, I'm going to tell you what extra steps to do. Your doctor is going to probably check you for your glucose level. Ask them to check you for your A1C because your glucose is what's going on right now at the moment in time. But your A1C dates back 3 months, letting you know the consistent pattern of your blood sugar level, your insulin level. Also ask them to test you for if you're insulin resistant because those are things they don't test for. That's not in the regular exam. You have to ask for those things. And if anything else that you're concerned about, ask them to test you for that, okay? Everything is in the blood. I'm going to tell you that now. So they taking blood from you, they can test you for all those other things as well. And it's okay. Don't worry about it. You got the insurance to pay for. If you don't have insurance, they have an insurance that you don't have to pay for at all. It's the marketplace. Go into the marketplace. They go by your income. If you don't have any income, then they will give you free health insurance. How do I know? Because I have done it before. Yeah, I have done it before. And they have given me free insurance and I didn't have to pay for the premium. And I used it. I did. I went to the doctor and I used it. So I used it to see if it was going to work because I was skeptical about it. I was like, is this real? And I was, let me just check it out. And it was real and it works. And I got my yearly exam with that. So, but now, I deal with my own insurance through my job and everything. But I'm telling you, when you don't have a job, you can get that done. So don't use it as an excuse. It's called the marketplace. Look it up. Go online, Google it, talk to an insurance agent, and they will set you up, all right? So, emotional and mental well-being. Stress management. That's something that you have to do. If you don't know how to manage your stress on your own, that's what you got me for. This is what I do. My business is in the lines of helping you manage your stress. That's what I actually do. I am a stress management life coach. I come up with techniques based on your situation that can help you with any type of anxiety as well as just normal, regular old things, or even depression. But I am not a therapist, so I might refer you to a therapist if it's over my grade, over my pay grade. I will be like, hey, this is not what I do. I will refer you to somebody. So it's okay. And then you want to do therapeutic activities. So every day I do one of these that I'm talking to you about. So engage in activities to promote relaxation and mental clarity, such as reading, listening to music, or spending time in nature. I also go on and do inspirational speaking, like someone who's talking about something that can help with me in any type of motivation or get my spirit right. I listen to that on YouTube. I go on YouTube and I'll find some things that uplift my spirit. Okay. Some of these speakers are really good. Not only that, you have meditation music where you can just meditate to some of those music, and I also go to sleep with meditation music as well. And you want to continue with your therapy or counseling if you need to address your mental wellness and also emotional wellness. Social and relationship support. Maintain connection with your support group. Anybody that you have that's helping you, maintain connection with them. Don't fall out with them. Don't overwhelm them. Be respectful of their time, okay? And you want to set aside quality time for any social activities and gatherings. Something that brings you joy. If you like going out, let's say you like going out and you want to go listen to jazz, live music or something like that, you want to engage in those things as well. Find a friend that you can do that with. And if you feel like you don't have a friend to do that with, then just see if you can find a relative. Sometimes you can have a relative that like to do it as well. Or even a coworker. You'd be amazed. So, your work-life balance. Let's talk about that. You want to set limits. Define boundaries between work and personal life to prevent burnout and maintain overall balance. So, time management. Develop effective time management skills to prioritize tasks and to allocate time for self-care activities. If you're in your car, let's say it's lunchtime and you're in your car taking a break, you can meditate during that time as well. Yeah, you sure can. So do some type of self-meditation or breath or mindfulness as well. And then career development. Pursue opportunities for professional growth, and you want to advance any type of advancement that you might have, a venture or whatever. You want to try to pursue anything that is aligned with your personal values and your goals. You got those goals on the walls? You got them written down? You journal all this stuff? Find something that fit in that. Whatever your career goal is, find what fits in that. See, my career goal was to be a flight attendant because I wanted to travel. And what do flight attendants do? They travel, okay? But I also wanted independence. I didn't want someone leaning over me, watching my every move, micromanaging me. Well, flight attendant, you're on your own. You're literally on your own. They teach you, and you go by those rules, and you're good. So, let's talk about personal growth and hobbies. Pursue interests. Dedicate time to hobbies and activities that bring you pleasure and a sense of accomplishment. So I got into this green thumb type thing. I got plants that I nurture, especially this one particular plant. The name is hard to pronounce, but I know the name. I've written it down and all that. But basically what the plant is, what it does, it helps to balance your blood sugar as well as blood pressure. And my dad has taken this plant and it regrow itself. It's look like spinach, and it's called the spinach plant for short. You can Google it, you can YouTube it, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But it's originate in China as well as Africa. And I got this plant from a neighbor who used to go to Africa all the time. He also worked for United. And he used to go to Africa all the time. And he brought this plant back and he was like, hey, I'm going to give you this plant. It grows itself, but you need to keep it watered. And he was like, but it's going to grow wild like some weeds and stuff like that. But you eat it. And I was like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, you eat it and you can do it in a smoothie, a salad, even a sandwich, or you can just eat it just like it right off the stem. I eat it right off the stem. I used to do it in a smoothie, but I don't always have time to make smoothies, so I just eat it right off the stem. I just get like 6 leaves and wash them off and eat it. And basically, my dad, he had high blood pressure, and I gave him that just to see if it would work for him. And he had been eating the plant, and he went to the doctor one day, and they told him his blood pressure was fine. They said, what have you been doing with yourself? And he said, well, I got this plant. And they was like, well, shoot, keep doing it, you know? But that's part of what I'm talking about. You want to know more about the plant? I can tell you in a coaching session if you want to know more about it. Anyways, so you want to continue learning. Always find something to learn about. Whatever it is that you're interested in, workshop, taking classes, reading books, listening to videos, whatever. Keep your mind going, because that's going to help your brain to also continue to grow as well. All right. And you want a creative outlet. So explore creative outlets such as painting, writing, or playing music to express yourself and to relieve your stress. And the spiritual wellness. Let's talk about spiritual well-being. I didn't talk much about this, but I want to talk about it in here. Practice spirituality. Cultivate practices that nourish your spirit, belief, and your values. Whether through prayer, meditation, and also religious services. You can go to church or whatever that you do to connect with God. All right. And then you have connection. You want to connect with meaning. So reflect on your purpose and your values and integrate them into your daily life for greater fulfillment and inner peace. Now we're going to talk about review and adjust. You have to do this because things change, all right? So regularly evaluate, periodically review your self-care plan to assess progress towards your goals and identify areas that may need adjustments. Be flexible, all right? Flexibility is very important. So be flexible and willing to adapt your plans as circumstances changes and new priorities emerge. So you might have a new priority. Like I said, you might have a baby. Now you got a new priority. You gotta adjust, okay? So definitely doesn't mean that you have to stop your self-care regimen because you have a baby. Matter of fact, you're gonna have to up your self-care regimen even more so because you had a baby and your baby need you. So definitely, it's just like you need to have healthy milk to feed your baby, right? So you need to be healthy so your milk, if you're breastfeeding, can be healthy for them. Your dieting, as well as exercises, your stress level. You don't want to have stress and you feeding your baby and your baby taking in all that toxin and everything. So you don't want that, all right? What you feel, your baby feel. And celebrate. You want to celebrate your achievements. Celebrate your success and milestones along the way to maintain motivation and positivity. Don't forget to seek support. You want to continue in your online discussion forums as well as groups and any type of encouragement you can get from your family and friends, okay? And professional guidance. Don't forget to keep your life coach at hand. Keep them in your back pocket, all right? Keep the therapist in your back pocket. That's a good thing. The phone is your back pocket. It's what you're keeping in your back pocket. So let's have an example of self-care. I want to go over this real quickly. It's not going to be long. I'm going to go kind of fast. Physical self-care. You're going to exercise 3 days a week, either doing yoga or jogging or just mild weights, little small weights, 2 pounds to anywhere from 2 pounds to 10 pounds weight, something like that. You can even do aerobic exercise. You can even do online exercise courses and stuff like that. I even have a workout in this course. It's called the Fat Burner. You can do that, and that's free. So you have definitely you want to make sure that you have a balanced diet and that you cook your meals as much as possible, because you know what you put in your food. I'll tell you that. In emotional well-being, your emotional well-being, you're going to practice mindfulness, and I've talked about that. This is the examples of what you can do. What you would do, how you would do it, is for maybe 2 times a week. If you can meditate 2 days out of a week, you're doing good. But you want to try to do this maybe 5 to 6 days a week. You want to make it something that you do all the time, so you will keep yourself grounded. And of course, there's social connection. Schedule weekly calls or any type of outings with your friends, or a social club, or a meeting once a month. You can meet up with them once a month. Sometimes your friends are going through something and they're not telling you. And maybe you feel something is off with them. Help them. It's when you help them, it helps you. All right. So definitely you want to continue with your work-life balance. And what you're going to do is limit your emails to 1 hour in a day. Don't be on the emails for 3-4 hours. Take one day and go through your emails. And I say that because emails come, and they be a lot of them too. So what you're going to do for 1 hour, and try to keep it in the same time frame if you can, and you just go over your emails and you try to answer emails within that time frame. If you are talking to somebody, let them know, hey, I check emails once a day for an hour. So if your email come in after that hour, I'm not going to see it until the next day. I'm just letting you know. And that's your boundary. That's letting them know that they can't cross your boundary. If it's very important, that's different. You might want to check that email because you've been waiting on that email and you need to do something about it. But if it's not an urgent situation, once a day for an hour. And then you also want to dedicate 1 hour with a hobby. Anything that you do, maybe reading for 30 minutes before you go to bed and reading another 30 minutes in the morning time or something like that, or even painting or anything that you do that's a hobby, you might want to do that. And don't forget your spiritual practices, going to church, as well as your daily prayer and meditation. By developing and consistently following a personalized self-care plan, you can enhance your overall well-being, resilience, and satisfaction in life. Remember, self-care is an ongoing process that requires dedication and adjustment over time to meet your evolving needs and goals. That is day 2. Tomorrow will be day 3, and we're going to talk about celebration. Yeah, celebrating progress and looking forward to the future. We're going to talk about that tomorrow.
Are you feeling overwhelmed and exhausted by stress? Introducing Stress Management with Imaging Coaching, your ticket to a calmer, more balanced life. In this journey you will be taking with us here at Imaging Coaching, we'll equip you with powerful techniques and tools you can use to conquer stress, control, and transform your life. From deep breathing exercises to mindfulness practices, you'll discover the tools to relax your mind and body. Come join us on this transformative path and unlock a world of inner peace and resilience. Don't let stress hold you back any longer. Take charge of your well-being today with Imaging Coaching, your stress management team. Discover clarity. Defeat stress through Imaging Coaching at imagingcoaching.com. At imagingcoaching.com. At imagingcoaching.com. At imagingcoaching.com.